everybody on YouTube. It's your boy, the Memphis XL. Alright, back at you with all of my card games. The show, we take a look at whatever deck we want, and we just have ourselves a good fun time playing it. Today we're looking at the new Yugioh support, the good old birds of a feather with the little psychic glasses, and we're going to go ahead and try to do some reverse damage OTKs with them. So, before we get started with the duels today, of course, we look over the cards we're using. For our main deck, we got 3 copies of Nibiru, the Primordial Being. We got 3 copies of Win the Wind Channeler. We got 1 Calm, the Serenity of the Yugioh. 1 Windwitch Glass Bell, 3 copies of Pilica, the Descendant of the Yugioh. 3 Windwitch Ice Bell, 3 Yugioh Feather, 3 Yugioh Guldo, 3 Winda, the Priestess of Yugioh. 3 copies of Yugioh Griffin, 1 copy of Yugioh Falco, 2 copies of Yugioh Eggle, and 1 copy of Snowbell of the Wind Witches. For our spells, we got 1 copies of Harpy's Feather Duster, 3 copies Foolish Burial Good, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Call by Grave, 1 Emergency Teleportation, 3 copies of the Yugioh Tailwind. For our extra deck, we're running 1 Masquerena, 1 Appaloosa, 1 High Speedroid Shanbara. We got Yugioh Guldos. We have 2 copies of Yugioh Rap Ram Pilica, 2 copies of Dueling Sphreez. We got ourselves 1 Windwitch Winterbell, 1 Clearwing Synchro Dragon, 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, 1 Wolfret, the Stellar Wind Wolf, 1 Trishula, the Dragon of Ice Barrier, as well as 1 Virtual World QB Shenshen and a Chimeratech Mega Fleet Dragon. Our side deck is mostly just, kaijus, if you feel like you need kaijus instead of Nibiru, if you're up against a deck that only makes 1 monster at a time. You also have things like Tempest, the Dragon Ruler of Storms, which can be occasionally useful in the grave. Condor is in here if you need another level 3 non-tuner monster of the Yugioh variety. Need some recovery, Pot of Avarice, and just more kaiju stuff. But that all being said, let's go ahead and a good old Yugioh Pro and show this deck off, show you how it works, and we'll have ourselves a good fun time. Alrighty, our first opponent, and we want to go second. Yugioh is a very much going second bunch. We did draw into one of our going first options, but we'll see how it goes. We're up against one of them, it's one of them anti-meta decks I see. I mean, he's got evenly matched and a bunch of solemns. I mean, that's not necessarily great. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, this is just like an anti-meta deck. It's kind of like, whatever, dude. Alright, let's go ahead and activate Foolish Burial Goods. We're dumping the Equip spell. The Equip spell is amazing. Basically how it works, well, how it would have worked, is that if you have it in the grave, you can banish it and discard a Yugioh to search another copy of itself, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and activate Ice Bell. This guy's got all the solemns in the world. Let's see if we can bait out a solemn or two. That would be nice if we could do that. So let's go ahead and summon out a Glass Bell, Hashamba. And you always want to activate Glass Bell first. That way you chain block your opponent. Granted, he's got solemns and things, so he'll probably stop Ice Bell, and that's going to stop us from doing stuff. Or, conveniently enough, Torrential, but he's still taking that 500 points of burn damage, and he can't stop that. I don't know, man. Today's Yu-Gi-Oh! So many of these negation-heavy decks. I mean, I'll negate too, don't get me wrong, but I don't like playing decks like this very often. Not too often. Let's see here. Who do I need to get rid of? Wind Tuner. Let's get rid of Snowbell, because I can revive it with Pilica if need be. I don't know if that'll help too much, but I can do that. And let's go ahead and get Yugioh Feather. This is our new tuner monster. Basically what he does, he is a Foolish Burial plus a summon. So we got Yugioh Feather. When he is normal or special summoned, you can ditch a Yugioh from the deck in order to summon one from your hand. None of them have effects when they are sent from the deck to the grave, sadly, but at the very least it's something. So we'll ditch Calm. Calm doesn't do much for us unless it's, it's a bit of recovery. But right now we just need more stuff. So we'll summon out Pilica, the Descendant of the Yugioh. When Pilica is summoned, I can revive a monster. And doesn't really matter who. I'm just gonna get back Glass Bell. We'll see if it works. He still has those solemns, man. He's probably gonna stop this at some point. Don't know when, but he will. So let's just go ahead and do some battle damage right now. Because, like I said, this guy's got all these solemns and things. He's probably got mirror forces, too. Probably got mirror forces and solemn judgments and everything. Everything under the sun, essentially. But, you know, we'll see how, you know, I'm not even going to synchro summon. I was going to synchro summon, but this guy was like, he don't want me to do stuff. He don't want me to do a lot of stuff. I mean, he's got like floodgates and solemns and everything. It's not a fun deck to go up against, especially for a deck like ours. You know, battle traps are going to hurt you. Interruptions are going to hurt you. It's not fun. But my opponent surrenders. Like the silly little troll man he is. He just could not handle the fact that I did not go for big plays. So, I'm going to call that a win in theory. I mean, we technically won. He surrendered. But it's not quite the duel I wanted to have. So, let's go for duel number 2 and get ourselves a better opponent. Alrighty, secondary opponent. Let's just go ahead and keep going secondary. That's where he wants to go. There you go. I should mention it. I have taken off of the ambient music this episode. I wanted to try something a little bit different. I just want to let you... I want to know... Do you guys like the ambient music or not? It's something I knew I was trying with the new show and all that good stuff. But I want to know if you guys like it or not. My opponent doesn't seem to want to do things. But I don't want to do anything either. So we're going to discard Nibiru to make him think we don't have Nibiru no more. We'll see. This guy is either bricking or he's playing a kaiju. Okay, he's playing Elemental Heroes. He bricked. This is fine, because I have a Nibiru. He thinks I don't have Nibiru no more. That's perfect. We want him to think that he's safe, but he's not safe at all, because I've got a Nibiru. Alright, so he's got all the E-Heroes in the world. I can pretty much wait until he's done with everything, because, you know, Elemental Heroes is one of those decks that just kind of, like, goes. They like to just keep going and going, and we should be able to stop that just fine with our Nibiru. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, he's just going to go for the usual sort of combo wombos of the E-Heroes. Nothing too spectacular. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead until it's time to summon Mr. Nibiru. We'll see what happens. Because with this hand, I should be... Well, I need another... I need a certain different level. But other than that, this hand is just fine. Alright, I think he's almost done. He's been going for quite a while, not gonna lie, folks. He has been just making all the fusions on the universe. I mean, he's doing, like, freaking Dystopia, and he's got Sunwiser, and he's got all sorts of stuff, man. He's got a lot of stuff, and I'm taking damage. But it's the end of the main phase. It's time to Nibiru him. He's probably not going to be very happy about the Nibiruing. He has no way of countering that. So, I get this spiffy token. He gets this big-ass rock. There you go. So, after 5 turns of having nothing to do... Wait a minute. Yeah, it's fine. It's the end of the main... He can't attack with this thing. All's good. Unfortunately... Well, actually... Yeah? This ought to work just fine. Let's go for Ice Bell. It's a level 3 non-tuner monster. The thing is, though, with Gusto Synchros... You kind of need Gustos to make the synchros. It's an unfortunate thing. But at the very least, I'll have something. I'll have a wee bit of something. So let's go ahead and search out Snowbell. Let me think about this. And now he's going to get to increase. Okay, that's fine. I'm thinking, who do I have that can get over that big boy right now? Usually it would be Sphreez. I mean, can I make Sphreez? So I'm going to Gusto from the hand. Yeah, the thing is I need Gustos and nothing but Gustos to do my Gusto combos. Can I make Trish in this situation? Let's see. 3, 7, 9. I mean, I could do that. Let's go ahead and summon out Veather. Veather the Feather. That way, give us some more options. Let's go ahead and Dutch, or not Dutch, but ditch. Bleh. Let's get out, what do I want to ditch in this situation? I suppose a Pilica. And then we'll go ahead and summon from our hand a copy of Griffin. Hello, here I am. Because, well, I would like to do my OTK. Oh, okay, I can. Alright, that'll work. Oh, yeah, because you're a tuner. That's right. Even better. Let's go for Sphreez. Alright, well, we've got Sphreez. Let's go ahead and get back Pilica with Sphreez. Might as well. Not gonna need it, because I'm just gonna ram into this thing. This is the reason we have Nibiru. Is just so I can do some reverse OTK. So there's an OTK against heroes. He takes all of the damage. And, you know, that wasn't really what I was thinking about going for Trish, honestly. But that worked out even better. You know what? Sometimes surprising things happen. So, very nice. We got ourselves the OTK we desired. Let's go ahead for duel number 3. See if we can get even more OTK. Because it's mostly just going to be around Sphreez and, you know, looping the tuners. That's what Gustos do. Well, let's go ahead and into duel number 3. Alrighty, our third opponent. Let's see if we can get ourselves another nice OTK. You know, Gusto, they're just an OTK bunch. That's just what they do. It's what they like to do. Like to chuck birds at people. It's basically, they're basically like playing Angry Birds. I've said this before. Gusto is the Angry Birds of Yu-Gi-Oh! Not Lyrillus. Lyrillus is an entirely different set of birds. It stands, let's see, what is he doing? Okay, so this is Magista's Dark Magicians. I've played a similar deck in the past during the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! It actually worked rather well. I'm curious as to what he's going to try and summon with this particular setup. Let's see, Field or Grave. Alright, summoning the Dark Magician. Okay, nothing spectacular there. I thought it was going to be something interesting. Oh, just to get like Gravekeeper. He's going to get Necro Valley. That's not necessarily good. Just doing like anti-meta Dark Magicians, I suppose. Good old anti-meta things. I mean, I already had to deal with them once today. Let's see if I can deal with them again. I mean, I do have my Harpy's Feather Duster. So I'm not too concerned about Necro Valley, but it is still an annoying thing. Because that will give him a draw, and I don't like giving my opponent free stuff. Unless it's a big old Nibiru. Alrighty, let's see here. All Gravekeepers, 500 attack defense, chase card blood, cannot be demanded. Negate the effects of cards, so move card, blah, blah, blah. Negate any card, try, okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and use Ice Bell, actually. Don't need to do much else than that. Let's go ahead and make Crystal Wing. Because that will get over his stuff. That'll get over him right nice and neat. You know, I like the Wind Witches in this deck. Mostly just as like an option for going first. It's very nice to be able to make Crystal Wing on occasion. Not all the time, but every once in a while. It's nice to make yourself a nice little Crystal Wing and mess your opponent's boards up. And let's see, what does Moon Maiden do? Let's see, it doesn't do anything for him at the moment. So if I make Winter Bell, can I still do the burn damage? I don't know. Let's find out how that... Well, I'm pretty sure this works. Yes, it does. Alrighty, very good. I mean, I didn't think it was going to get canceled out or anything. I was just curious as to how that worked. Alrighty, so I'll save blowing up his back row for later once I have more stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead, just beat over the Dark Magicians. Because that way this will get destroyed. He'll take a lot of damage because I'm going to go up by like 2,800. And, oh yeah, he can't even use his own effect. Because he has Necro Valley on it. That or he just chose not to use it because, you know, I'll just negate it. Either way, we're pretty set. I've got a Crystal Wing that can't be destroyed by stuff. 1 negation of monster effect per turn. It should, in theory, do us just fine. Depending on exactly what this guy has as a secondary option. Because if he has good old what's-his-face, that could be a problem. Good old what's... I'm not going to say his name. You know his name. I'm not going to say the name. Everyone knows the name, but I'm not going to say it. Let's see. Gravekeeper Headman. Okay. I hope. I think. We'll see how it goes. Good old Headman summoning back Commandant. I see. Good old Headsman. I mean, I could have negated that, but I figure he's going to try and make something bigger. Like that thing. Good old that thing. Yeah, because now he's going to go ahead and... yeah, I figured he would have this. I'm going to negate that. I don't want you doing no random fusions. No, sir. I mean, I figured he was going to go for you-know-who, but maybe that's what he was going to do. I don't know. So he surrenders. I figured as much. You know, Crystal Wing, nasty monster. Still in today's game, he is a nasty dude. So, there's a win off Crystal Wing, but it's not gusto enough. So let's go for another duel. We'll see how many duel. What are we on? Duel number 4? Yeah, this is duel number 4 coming up. We might do 5 duels. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty, duel numero 4. Let's see what we got around here, young man. Young man, let's see. Okay, you're making me go first. But I got my going first option. Again with the crystal. Like I said, this is a small engine to win witches. Just the ice spells as well as the one other witch. All the other witches. But, you know, every so often, you just keep drawing into this thing. But it's a good thing. I'm not complaining or anything. Because this is going to allow me to at least get something to start off. Well, I do have Pilica, too. That is nice. Good old Pilica if I need to revive a tuner. Not these tuners specifically, but certain things. Good old certain things. And I could make my Synchro now, because I do have Tailwind. Do I need to do... I don't really need to do that, though. I'd rather save that. Although, let me think. You're going to have to do this effect, let's see. Can't be destroyed by card effect. Only use each of the following effects once per turn. Thinking. I'm gonna do some burn damage while I think about that. I don't know if I want to make I don't want to make Sphreez right now. I could. That is fully within my power to do. Question is, do I want to do it? You know what? Yeah, let's just do it, man. Let's just do what we want to do. And we'll go ahead and bring back a tuner monster. We don't need to bring back a tuner monster. This is additional stuff. Just in case we need more defense. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and activate Tailwind. We'll put this onto the Descendant of Yugioh. And we're going to go ahead, use our effect to summon out another monster. And so we're going to go ahead and summon out Feather the Tether. Hello, here he is. And sure, let's go ahead and summon out another monster. Why not? Let's make Appaloosa on top of all this. Let's go ahead and ditch Griffin. And we'll summon out a ghoul in attack mode. And then, you know what? Let's see. I can make a lot. Okay, I can't make my links. But that's fine. I could make this thing. Do I really? Let's see. 3, 6... No, that would require me to use Crystal Wing. I don't want to do that. Let's just go ahead and make Sphreez the Breeze. Sphreez the Breeze, and we'll get back our Descendant. Yeah, Miss Pilica. Or I could get back Tailwind, but I don't need to do that. I'll be fine. Let's get back Pilica for additional stuff later. And we should, in theory, be good. I mean, I could banish my equip spell to get another one. But I can do that later. We're pretty set. You know, I've already got Eggle on the field. Don't really need anything else. Got Sphreez. I mean, Glassbell. Glassbell's messing it up a little bit, but I feel safer with Glassbell on the board. I just feel safer about it, you know, because if all else fails, this will at least give us some defense. Alright, so this is, what do you call them? Sacred Beastie Boys. The boys who could have been meta, but they never did. I mean, it was pretty crazy all the support they got, but they did not become no meta deck or anything of the sort. They tried. They definitely tried. Konami certainly tried to make the meta. Or at the very least, they made up for all of the weaknesses of Sacred Beasts in general with the little support that they got. I'm just glad I went first, actually. Because if I had gone second against this and he set up that trap of theirs that negates all the effects, without Harpy's Feather Duster, there would be nothing we could do. There would be a whole heckin' lot of nothing. So, we'll see what he can do. I mean, he's got Raviel, the Lord of Phantasms, which is cool and all, but Crystal Wing can take care of that, no problem. Chaos Summoning Beast. Okay. Let me think about this. Okay, so now he's going to go for Ala Mirage. Target monster can't be destroyed by card effects this turn. Okay, don't really... I mean, I guess that's to protect against Crystal Wing, but that doesn't really matter that much. I mean, I can still do my negation of, like, Summoning Beast. And that'll stop him from going for additional things. So, I'm pretty set. Pretty set. Even if he gets out a Sacred Beast. You know, I've got Sphreez. He can't do any damage battling these. His monsters have levels, so I can just beat over him with Crystal Wing. So the only thing he can really hurt is my Glass Spell. Nightmare Cerberus. I see. Indeed. What are you trying to destroy? That's the question. Are you going to destroy Crystal Wing? Well, that doesn't work, because I used my Wind Chime. Snowbell. I can't be destroyed by card effects. Yeah, that's the thing. Indestructible Crystal Wing is kind of a bitch. It's a bitch to deal with, that's for sure. Called by Grave. It's a little late for that, my dude. Little late. Also, that doesn't really change anything. That's not how that works. I don't think my opponent quite knows what to do. I think, honestly, we've kind of just, like... He let us go first. This is all on him. He could have done his own thing and been uninterrupted and all that, but he did not let us go second. You know, he made us go first. It's all his own fault. So, what is this going to do now? Summoning Beast. Got Beckoning Beast. Got Haman, the Lord of Striking Thunder. Or, as I like to call him, Super Duper Turkey. That's his name. Super Duper Turkey. If GX Abridged had ever gotten to these guys, that would be his name. Super Duper Turkey. Alright, so now he's going to go for... Again, he's trying really hard. I can't fault him for that. I am going to have to negate that, though. I'll have to negate that, my friend. Sacred Beastie Boys. Yeah, you seem to be out of time there, lad. Okay, so my opponent times out. But what was there he was going to do? You know, I've got like, that's 5,000, 65, 75, 72. He was pretty much done. You know, he was pretty much done. Even if he recovered from that, he was done. He was done. He was not getting around that. So, we were able to out Sacred Beast entirely because my opponent let us go first. If he had let us go on second, he probably could have done something. I mean, he would have gotten the field spell out, this and that, and he would have had a monster, but he didn't. He made us go first. So, there's Gusto's going first. I mean, so if you can make Crystal Wing, it works. So, let's go for one more duel today. I think we got enough time for that, and we'll see if we can get one more Gusto OTK in. Alrighty, duel numero 5, the final duel. Let's see if we can get a nice OTK. That's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see Goods and Griffin in my hand. And Nibiru, but that's like the perfect... Oh, hey, that's almost the perfect hand right there. Very cool. Because now I've got Griffin and I've got my Foolish Goose. I also have the field... I already have my equip spell, so if anything goes wrong, all's good. Okay, my opponent didn't do anything. I guess I better go for the Wind Witch combo. The Wind Witches are stuck to my hand for some reason. I mean, I know I'm playing this at 3, but it's like... this isn't the intention of the deck. This is just like a side option here. So it's kind of weird that she's stuck to my hand. I don't know, guys. She might be hitting on me. I don't know if I trust a girl on a broomstick. You know what them ladies are like. So, we got our Wind Witch, and he's got something. I presume this is Ash Blossom. I presume it's an Ash Blossoming of some form. He's gonna stop me from doing things. But he's thinking really hard. Okay, he's not gonna negate this. Okay, good. So go ahead and summon out good old, Glass Spell. And remember, always pick Glass Spell first, just in case your opponent does have an Ash Blossom. You don't want to get Ash Blossomed. So let's go ahead and get out our Ice Spell. Yeah, we'll be all set up for next. I'm not going to do the combo right now because I can't quite OTK. I don't think. Let's see. I got summon stuff. Let me think about that actually. Oh, I do have a Charmer in the hand, but that's not quite right. Let me think about that. Let me double check something real quick. Because I got the new Synchro. One from the hand, one from the deck, and then immediately do a Synchro summon. That is tempting. You know what? I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and finish up the combo we have right now. Do the Wind Witch loop-de-loop. Just in case this guy has a Nibiru himself, this will stop a Nibiruing. So let's go ahead, we'll make Crystal Wing, and then I'm going to do the combo I've been meaning to do all day. So what we're going to do is activate Foolish Burial Goods. This will ditch the Equip spell. And I want the Equip spell in the graveyard. That way I can banish it, ditch Griffin, get another one. That's what I would like to do. And he still has something. I'm very curious as to what he has. I mean, at this point, it's like, what on earth are you doing? I don't even know. So we'll ditch equip spell, banish equip spell, and ditch the Griffin. Go ahead, ditch good old Griffon, and we'll be nice and set. So we'll get our equip spell, and then I'm going to go ahead and use Griffin's effect to summon another monster. And I can use the Tailwind in my hand to get another monster. So what we're going to go ahead and do here is, let's see, who do I want to summon here? Doesn't really matter to me. I'm just going to go for Yugioh, because he's a bird. So we'll equip our Tailwind onto our bird. And then I'm going to use the effect of the Tailwind to summon a level 3 monster. Okay, with all these he must have an Ash Blossom or something. There's nothing else it could really be. Like, what else could it be? And do I need to summon back a tuner? No, not this time. Just in case. Not this time. Okay, so let's go ahead and make Yugioh Raprempilica. This is the new Synchro monster. Basically, if you can't make Sphreez for whatever reason, this makes Sphreez for you. You can summon a Yugioh from the hand and one from the deck, and then immediately Synchro summon. And that's what we're going to do. I mean, he still has something in his hand. So let's go ahead from the hand and from the deck. We'll just summon it doesn't really matter who we're summoning right now. We're just going to go for Sphreez. Just go ahead for Sphreez. And then we'll go ahead and get Sphreez to get us back our Pilica in case we need it. Just in case. Have I even normal summoned yet? I have not even normal summoned. That was all special summons right there. Let's go ahead and make another Sphreez. You know, it's not quite the OTK I was thinking I was going to get, but I'm pretty sure this is an OTK. Ooh, and I could make the Wolf Boy. Oh, that's tempting. But I don't really need to make Wolf Boy right. When I go back to making a Wolf deck, I will definitely try really hard to make that dude. It's going to be hard to make a level 9 Synchro in the Wolf deck. But if I can make a level 6 one, that shouldn't be that much of a problem. So let's go ahead and OTK this guy. I don't even know what this guy's playing. I mean, he had nothing. Presumably, he had an Ash in there somewhere, but he just refused to play it. As it stands, Sphreez is just going to step on this dude. He might be into that, but I don't care. Let's go for the end screen. Alrighty, so Gustos, with all the new support, we got 5 wins. Not against any meta decks or anything. A couple of anti-meta decks, actually, so that was actually rather surprising that we were able to out those sorts of decks, because they're all about the negates. And Gustos don't like to be negated and stuff like that, but we were able to out them. I was able to show off some OTKing, you know, Nibiru did his job against the Hero Boy, and I was able to just, you know, do what I needed to do, you know. Foolish Bearer of Goods, your new best friend with Gustos because of this equip. The equip spell is beautiful for this archetype. The tuner is beautiful for the archetype. The synchro is a thing. It's not really as necessary, but it is a nice thing for just extra damn burping damage. That's what it's good for. So it's a nice deck. I really enjoy Gustos, and I'm glad that the little bit that they got really helped them out. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy it, consider subscribing. We're trying to hit 400 subscribers. And you know, if you liked it, consider hitting the like button. Maybe leave a nice little comment. Let me know what you guys think of the Gustos. And so, next time on the show, I've got a bunch of requests from the 100 days that I never got to. And I'm finally getting into them. We're going to be looking at some Dark Lords, followed by some Blue Eyes, and a bunch of other stuff. So, until next time, your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, is going to be signing out. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys again next time. Take it easy.